Want to be up to date with the news on
finance,
fashion,
society,
science,
sports.
Look no further with the award-winning news presenter Tim Tullamore at Nesting News.
Good evening. This is Nesting News on Channel 1, and I am the comedic relief of the banana peel of crypto news, Tim Tullamore. Today, we rejoice about the crypto market, of course poke around the SEC a little, touch on some social media stuff and more. Kicking off with our dearest digital asset, Bitcoin. It has led the market yesterday with a gracious hike to the upside, jumping from 26 to 28,000 in just a couple of hours. Indeed, after a number of red days, Bitcoin has finally seen some influx of positive news. What exactly happened, though? Well, honestly, nothing too crazy yet. A federal court ruling has ordered the SEC to vacate its rejection of Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust to be converted into an exchange-traded fund, or ETF for short. Moreover, the SEC got a nasty slap on the face with the comment of acting, I quote, arbitrary and capricious. Not exactly a great description for a commission, is it? Regardless, the crypto industry at large saw this as a huge W, hence most corns pumped, some even for double digits. However, we'd like to point out and somewhat warn about a couple of things. Firstly, this ruling does not directly order the SEC to approve the Bitcoin spot ETF itself. Hence, there's room for the SEC to appeal or to drag time with its decision. Secondly, while a spot Bitcoin ETF certainly opens the door to many investors, thus resulting in higher adoption, it does not translate one for one to other cryptos. Of course, a precedent will be marked, but it does not intrinsically mean that other coins will receive the same treatment. Finally, this goes to show how desperate the crypto market currently is. Almost acting as emotionally unstable Jennifer after a few drinks at our corporate party. Anyway, one more thing before we move on. Something to look out for. Historically, the month of September has always been the worst month for Bitcoin. Thus, statistically speaking, it has a high propensity to repeat. Also, this is not a peculiarity for crypto industry itself, as the infamous S&P 500 has been mostly struggling in September since 1928. Moreover, last week's Jackson Hole Symposium, which we have warned about last time, did not reassure anyone either. Jerome Powell, the head of the Feds, stressed the likelihood of interest rate hikes due to the ongoing inflation. I swear, he crushes our dreams every year. Don't get your hopes up too much. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, moving on to the topic of the SEC in more detail now. Firstly, as we mentioned, the SEC and the head clown have taken another kick to the groin from the beloved crypto industry, represented by Grayscale this time. But hey, they started it first. However, like little parasites, the SEC kept itself busy with dirty tricks and came forward with the first ever NFT-related accusation of being a security. Luckily, not just A in general, but a very specific NFT collection for impact theory that many of us may know. In essence, the collection acted as a direct investment into the business with a promise of future dividends in case of the media company's success, therefore falling under the category of a security. Lack of utility. Nobody wants your NFT. Real-world value. Get screwed by the SEC. Yes, that's the world we live in. On the bright side, a number of US congressmen have, again, called to fire Gary the Clown Gensler. Hopefully this time they follow through on this. I bet crypto would pump massively on the news of him being interviewed for a McDonald's opening. Now, from one mega corporation to another, namely X, formerly known as Twitter, X has successfully acquired Rhode Island Currency Transmitter License, which allows it to offer crypto payments and trading services to its users. A piece of news that somehow surprised a lot of people, yet something that we covered in the past when Twitter signed a partnership with eToro in mid-April. Additionally, given Musk's latest narrative that X is going to be transforming from a social platform into a super app, as well as speculation about Dogecoin, the license acquisition seems logical after all. Also, while on this topic, While X is continuously developing, a recent sensation of friend tech seems to have exhausted its potential, as all metrics drop off and the developers beg the users not to leave the platform in favor of other, more sustainable forks. Isn't this the end for friend tech? Possibly. Guess we'll find out in the nearest month or so. Finally, from one overrated media source to another, Bitboy crypto. Ben Armstrong, to be more precise actually. He has been removed from the Bitboy crypto brand, as some report it, amidst the corporate coup. The company's official statement, however, states that Ben is a junkie, no-gooder, a low-life and a douchebag. Well, I might have added something, but you get the gist of it. Ben's problems with drugs, as well as overall behavior, have endangered the reputation of the Bitboy brand, hence they had to cut the source of leprosy altogether. Of course, he is likely to fight back, crap all over the social media and try to sue them, but I honestly hope that would be the end of him. We know what you did last bull run. Now, go fight for that McDonald's position with Gensler. Let's finish on a positive note today. It was Nesting News delivered to your devices by Channel 1 and hosted by Tim Tullamore. Dream big, stay humble and have a good night.